guys, Marco here. Welcome back to another ukulele lesson. Today I want to show you a simple yet effective exercise that is going to challenge, improve and transform your fingerstyle technique. It's a single note exercise based on a scale pattern which is going to improve your finger picking technique but also your left hand. The only trouble is we have to use a metronome. Now, for you who don't know, the metronome is an evil device whose only purpose is to remind you that you suck at playing in time. Now, there are three things that you do when you use a metronome. One, you choose the speed in BPM, bits per minute. In this case, we are at 60 BPM. Second thing, you decide how many notes per beat you want to play, the note value. And three, you start playing and you hope for the best. Now, in the example that I just played, I kept the same speed, but I was playing more notes per beat. Now, this is a great exercise because it allows you to create these speeding moments, which are great for developing speed and control. For example, I could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The speed is the same, but the number of notes we are playing per beat is different. Now let's take a look at the four scale fragments. We're going to have the first one, which is this one, on the fret number 1, 3, open, 1, 3, 1, open, 3, and 1. It's just 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go back, 1, open, 3, and 1. And then we're going to strum the F major chord. The second scale fragment starts from the third string, so we have 0, 2, 0, 1, and 3. 1, 0, 2, and 0. And then the C major chord. The third one is the most challenging. It starts on the second string, fret number 3. We got 3, open, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, open, and 3. And then we have the G minor chord. And the last one starts on the third string, fret number 2. We have 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, and 2. And we play the D minor chord. Now, first things first, if we want to understand this exercise and if you want to learn how to play along with the metronome, we have to learn what's a note value. The note value tells you for how long a note should last. In music, the length of a note is measured in beats. Let me give you an example with the 5 most popular note values. The first note value is the whole note, also called semi-breve. It's a white circle that lasts for 4 counts. This note is really beginner friendly because it's the slowest note ever. If we are at 60 BPM, as soon as we play the first note, we're gonna let it ring out for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Super slow, so really quite beginner friendly. The second note value is the half note, also called minim. It's a white circle with a stem. It lasts for 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The third note value is the quarter note, also called a crotchet. It's a black dot with the stem. It lasts for just 1 beat. So at 60 BPM, we will play a note on each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1. The fourth note value is the 8th note, also called quiver. It's a black circle with the stem and with one flag. It lasts for half of a beat, so we can play 2 notes per beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. We're gonna spell out the quavers with not only the beat but also the off beat. And that's the reason why when we play these notes, we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The note value number 5, the 16th note, also called semi-quaver. It's a black circle with the stem and with a double flag. This note lasts for a quarter of a beat, which means that we can have up to 4 notes per beat. At 60 BPM, we will have 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1. If you want to spell out each quarter of a beat, you can do it like this. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1. Remember that it's 4 notes per beat. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1. Not the easiest thing to play and count at the same time. Of course, guys, you can practice this exercise with each single note value. For example, if you are a beginner, you could decide to play the exercise just with a quarter note. So you could have 1 note per beat. However, guys, if we want to create a solid and dynamic exercise, we can definitely mix things up, mix different note values so that we can really have fun playing these scaled fragments. Now with the exercise number 1, we're going to combine the quarter note and then the 8th note. So we're going to have 2 different note values. Now the exercise is simple. We're going to play the same fragment twice. The first time with the quarter note, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to repeat the same fragment but with the 8th note. So 2 notes per beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now I'm going to play the example with 100 BPM. I'm just going to speed up a little bit so that the exercise is not too slow. And it sounds like this. 3, 4. Now an easier one could be to start with the half note and then play a quarter note. This is really beginner friendly. So we're going to start with 1 note every 2 counts and then 1 note per beat like this. 3, 4. Now, if you really want to take it a step further and make it a little bit more challenging, you could definitely try a combination of 8th note and 16th note value. Now, this is going to make the whole thing a little bit more challenging, and of course, at 100 BPM is quite fast. So you can slow it down as much as you need. Speed is not important at this stage. You just wanna, memorize the note value and make sure that you are able to create these speeding moments. But at the same time, you don't want things to be way too fast. Now I'm gonna show you the exercise with the 8th note and the 16th note at 100 BPM, but please don't refer to the speed when you practice. It sounds like this. Now, just one thing about the metronome that I'm using. This one is called Metronome X. It's a free app that you can download on the Apple Store or on the computer, I guess. The most important thing, guys, is that you just find an easy one to use. This one has a lot of fancy things on the left side that you don't need right now. Just make sure that you get one that gives you a constant beat. I have one on my phone, which is completely different, but it does the same thing. So for now, just forget about all these, things that you see on the side. The most important thing is that you can have a simple app that you click and it gives you a steady rhythm. And then of course you decide which note value you want to play on the beat. Now, of course, guys, we can definitely use this system to countless variations, countless chord progressions, countless melodies. But we have to start step by step. We've got to start in a way. And I think for this lesson, the goal here is to learn the different note values and to put these note values into practice. Of course, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this lesson. Maybe I can come up with a follow-up with more and more examples on different chord progressions. Let me know if you like it, and I'm going to leave you to practice these awesome rhythmic values. Take it step by step. Practice the exercise and then come up with your own variations. Enjoy this lesson, guys, and I'll see you soon.